Okay, game 2, we're gonna be having, I think this is a different hunter. We're gonna have Seiyuruni 4 coming out as NightWatch here. Survivor team comp-wise, it's gonna be anti at runes, barmaid in middle. You're gonna be able to see that patient near birdcage and then forward near shack here. And NightWatch is gonna spawn by statue here. So statue spawn, I guess it's really just to try lock one of the cipher machines, but it's also the fact that you want to buy a lot of leeways here to chase after either of the three who spawn directly vertically down here. But even with that in mind, for a NightWatch pick here, NightWatch pick against Barmaid is a little bit hard, especially in 2-story. But with the band picks here, we are going to be seeing Priestess Female Lancer with the first 2 bands, alongside with the next 2 Rescuer bands here from the Mercy and the Aeroplanist. Perma bands is going to be Magician and Coordinator here, and of course from the Survivors, you're going to be able to ban that Antiquarian, thankfully. But even with that in mind though, NightWatch's first chase here is going to be really hard. You could potentially say bring excitement, but if you really do decide to bring excitement here, the most you can use it against is Antiquarian and the forward. But it seems like it's going to be a 60-second trade here, whereas Insolence Detention, most likely max pallet breaking here, especially for the NightWatch. But all survivor wise, we are going to be able to pull quite a bit of the distance. NightWatch here trying to look for this patient, but it seems like patient already rotated away and NightWatch didn't realize here as well. So with NightWatch's mind, it seems like we are going to be wasting quite a bit of time early game as well. The only one currently decoding is most likely the Antiquarian, and on Patient's side, it seems like Patient is going to start his early game containment here immediately. Now with the Survivor's Persona, it does seem like it's going to be double flywheel and window speed boost on towards the Barmaid and Titaner on the forward right here. Now trying to play mind games as much as possible, it seems like we are going to be able to break the first pallet. That's not fast pallet breaking, so I'm assuming it's wanted with a Berserker here in exchange for that. Now with that on mind, we are going to be able to play very nice mind games here against the Survivors. There definitely is going to be a hit registered here. Flywheel was baited out quite early there as well, so not much we can do in that situation too. That's going to be the first dash, second dash, and Patient is going to be able to hook away. Now on Survivors, game 1 it's not great game 1, but persona wise it's going to be Trump Insolence Detention here with Announcement alongside with Mischievous Rage and Berserker. I guess Mio's Hunter doesn't need this. A very fast down here is brilliantly done, but even with that on mind though, Survivor's rotation early game was quite a bit, honestly, quite a bit. With Patient here failing the second hook is a little bit of an issue, so we most likely would want to sell here. We most likely would want to sell here for the sake of it. And of course from NightWatch's side, honestly, forcing a after half rescue is needed, but even with that on mind though, NightWatch could potentially realize that there's actually someone in in hospital right now trying to bait you out forward, being near the pallet. But now we're going to be able to see the cipher machines dropping down slowly but surely. It's going to be 2 cipher machines popped here. So Shack's cipher machine has popped. Forward wants to come in to rescue. Forward probably is thinking about, yeah, ball pull here is going to be very important. And we should be able to get a rescue here regardless. Patient will be able to go down, but not getting a double hit on forward there is a little bit unfortunate. You're going to be able to get the vault over, but sadly, Nostalgic there did kind of sell you out. So thankfully, we did manage to bring Mischievous along with Nostalgic to see Patient's location at all times. Now, we don't see forward here anymore, so it does seem like forward is going to be going straight towards a nearby Survivor to get healed. So there's a doubling from Barmaid, but that doubling only indicates forward is going to heal very slow now, as in tremendously slow, which is a bit of an issue. But whoever you want to chase here, it could potentially be only forward, but I suggest not as well at the end of the day. Now you are going to be able to find forward, but all other survivors are currently rotating. If you decide not to look for forward, then forward can be decoding for free for quite a bit of time here. So it does seem like NightWatch here is going to lose the Survivors here. Early game potential is really strong, but it seems like we are going to be losing the forward here immediately. Sees where the forward is. We do get our first speed boost, and that's going to be a charge attack hit straight on towards the forward. Forward still having, well, 3/4 of a ball there for him. So that's interesting to see. 3/4 of the ball there for forward. We're going to be able to pull the ball there immediately. That's quite a long ball pull, but the blink fail there is a little bit unfortunate. We didn't get a hit right over the pallet. We want this, and it seems like forward with a double back there was the biggest mistake of his life. You shouldn't have double back there. He shouldn't have come back with a stun there. You should not have come back with a stun there. He assumed that it was going to be a normal hit, but little did he know it was a charge attack hit. No, but anyways, we're going to be able to see anti-current coming in as well. We should be able to spot anti-current right here with a tinnitus. But from the hunter side, I guess we're just playing a little bit more safer. Anti-current as well, trying to come in from Shaq. But with this Shaq entrance, Cypher Machine at 39%, it's going to be an after half rescue here. Uni as the NightWatch is going to be looking for the barmaid here immediately. Barmaid here next chase isn't too bad. Also with the fact that forward is currently half health as well. But it seems like we're going to maintain our double stacks here just so we can get a hit on towards the barmaid and catch up immediately. So that's going to be first hit registered immediately. Barmaid is not drinking the Dublin just yet, but it seems like we are going to be able to get the barmaid down here at least. Thankfully. Now with this, bear this in mind, right? This is currently a 3-man elimination game for NightWatch. It's not a tie game because healing the forward here takes time. And what is healing forward? Healing forward also means that it allows the hunter to know where your location is. So we should be able to see anti-Korean, but it seems like for NightWatch here, we are running towards the wrong direction. But at least for forward side, he decodes really slow. Forward definitely decodes really slow right here. We did see where anti is. We did definitely see where anti is, but forward decodes slow due to the fact that he does have a Dublin drunken up. But I don't think we should have hit it there. I genuinely don't think we should have hit it there on towards anti side. I think that was an after half rescue. Wait, that was an after half rescue. That was 100% an after half rescue. That was 100% an after half rescue. You have to break that pallet. You have to break the pallet. You have to break the pallet. That was 100% after half rescue. That was an after half rescue. Oh no, I think that was an after half rescue. I saw it went after half. This is eliminated. It's not eliminated. Okay, fair enough. Anti-current currently upstairs right now as well. Forward is also decoding, but you could potentially get forward down really fast if you decide to go for it right now. But also, it's also the issue with anti here, I guess. Now, anti-current does have quite a lot of flutes to use. They want to aim for a one-man escape, but even with this the dash wasn't the best, but that's okay. We are going to be able to see the drop down here. Anti-current dropping down, anti-current dropped down, but we didn't see anti-current at all, which is a little bit unfortunate. Forward here after half rescue, but you cannot share forward as well, which is a little bit of an issue here. Forward, we're going to be looking for forward here immediately. We're going to be able to dash through, but forward not being able to get the pallets on right there. Ooh, NightWatch did a very, very, very good angle adjustment there with the forward, and we're able to pull back. Okay, GG's. Good game. Go game. We are going to chair the forward, but if we do chair the forward here, anti-current's going to be able to get dungeon, which is an issue. So I don't think we're chairing. We are chairing. Okay, so the 3-man elimination here is guaranteed. We're running the wrong direction right now though, which is a little bit of an issue. We are running the wrong direction right now though, and anti-current is going to be able to see where. Oh, we do see anti. Count. The issue is how do we blink down this? We need to bait blink. We need to play flywheel. Bait flywheel. Nice flywheel bait. One more. We definitely, okay, it's a 4-man. Blink. Wow. GG's. Anti-current flip in to disarm, but it seems like it isn't going to be possible. Let's congratulate the formal elimination here and move on to our second half. Okay, let's move on to our second half. It's gonna be Opera Singer spawning by Shock this time. We're gonna be able to see that Embalmer in runes, Acrobat in middle, and then Gardener and Birdcage shouldn't be too bad, but we're allowing an Opera Singer coming out around 2. By the way, they banned Bonbon. For this Opera Singer to come out. But of course, First Officer, you could potentially force a Pocket Watch from First Officer, but I guess at the end of the day, that still does waste quite a bit of time. Now, to be honest with you, I do think Opera Singer can cook in this map. Opera Singer can definitely cook in this map, I'm quite sure. You can basically double dash your way up towards the stairs. But anyways, on towards the band picks we go. We are going to be seeing Mercenary and Coordinator in their first 2 bands, and then we're going to be able to follow that up with an Aeroplanist and a Priestess. Permabands will be the female dancer and the lawyer here, so I guess in a nutshell, the decoding speed is reduced by quite a bit because of this lawyer ban here. Well, lawyer is going to be permanent ban, so they're not going to be able to decode as fast, but once again, in current day meta, you really just never know what could happen. But anyways, moving on towards the game we go, we are going to be able to see Yami here going straight towards our first officer. But even with that first officer in mind, everyone else has to be quite careful here at the end of the day. So first officer, we are running towards quite a bit of an area. We did use up that first pocket watch as well, but you gotta use it either now or never, which is the issue. Now from Gardner's side, Gardner is it's a little bit hard for Gardner to hide here because of the bubble. You're gonna be able to see the bubble from 10 million miles away because it's so round and big. So it is what it is. So I don't. So for Gardner, like trying to hide as Gardner is really hard. But Acrobat, bit of a. He's basically a home at statue here because of the fact that he can basically jump his balls literally anywhere. But even with that on mind, it seems like the first hit here will be registered pretty early. It's a 52-second containment here. They've decided to let out this opera singer, so I'm assuming that they do have a way of countering this, because it will be really odd if they decide to let an opera singer out and they don't have a way to counter it. But with opera singer here dodging the fireball, very nicely done. But even with Acrobat, he is going to be going down here immediately. 1 minute and 16 seconds in towards the game. Quite a fast down. Cypher machine wise, it's barely 2 cypher machines right now as well. So with that in mind, first officer is going to be needed to come into rescue regardless. You're going to have to rescue against an opera singer though. I don't think you can necessarily sell against an opera singer, especially with the fact that she can come out immediately. First officer is going to be spotted out here immediately. First officer taking the very first hit. So I'm guessing we're going to be using, we're going to be using watches here. But yeah, we are going to have to be using watches here, but that's going to be a double down situation immediately on towards the first officer. It is very, 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 very unfortunate, but once again playing palette mind games with opera singer. Opera singer also doesn't mind though, that's the issue. Acrobat wish, okay, Acrobat wish, Acrobat with that is fine, but Acrobat needs to stand a little bit further away. I think that's the current issue. The coffin is a little bit too close for comfort right now. The coffin is really close for comfort. I feel like maybe selling Acrobat here would have been the better option. I will not lie. I feel like maybe selling Acrobat here would have been a better option. But we are currently healing the first officer. Now, it's barely 2.5 cypher machine. That's the issue. It's barely 2.5 cypher machine right now. And we are going to be able to see opera singer running towards the wrong direction, seeing where the coffin is right now. But even with that coffin in mind, it seems like it's going to be Embalmer running out here to give the tinnitus. But Embalmer giving a free hit here, I think there was a bit of an issue, because Embalmer can not Embalmer, Acro can be spotted here immediately as well. So either Acrobat left, or either you're just playing a very long mind game here. We do see where the footprints are. We definitely do see where the footprints are. We're going to be able to blink out here immediately. Okay, now from the survivor side, everyone has to heal. I don't think anyone can decode anymore. You're going to have to heal in this situation. Embalmer can't decode anymore, because the more they decode, the more they're throwing the game. It was a 4-man elimination. I feel like for Hunter's side here, it could potentially be a 4-man elimination as well. Their early game cypher machine just isn't enough. It genuinely speaking just isn't enough there. Even with MIO's Hunter getting a 4-man elimination, if you're not able to get at least a 1-man escape, this is going to be really bad. Like really bad. Currently none of the survivors are decoding, which is nice, but you are going to be able to see that Embalmer there being spotted out immediately. First officer getting that needle is great, but he's going to be needing another item for later on. We're missing 3 cypher machines right now. These 3 cypher machines, it's the fact that you're missing 1 full cypher machine that's the biggest issue. Embalmer going down here immediately, not good. This is honestly speaking not good. At least Gardner is able to pop that cypher machine, which is great, but it's only Gardner that's able to pop that cypher machine. And we do see that we're currently opening a completely new cypher machine here from first officer's side. So I guess at the end of the day, really, it's not a good look. It's really not a good look. Gardner taking that 5% vault boost, yeah, and then a normal veteran speed boost here, trying to rescue the Embalmer. But with the Embalmer here, you're going to be able to take that window. But even if you do take the window there, Gardner's not going to be able to survive for long. That's the issue. Gardner is not able to survive for long, and you're down near your prime cypher machine, which is even worse. So now it's the fact that we're not even missing a 50% cypher machine, we're missing a 100% cypher machine. That's the issue right now. The survivors now need to aim for a 1-man escape, but with this 1-man escape, it's going to be really hard, especially with the fact that Gardner is going to be slugged endgame. Honestly, Gardner is definitely going to be slugged endgame here. So there's so many issues with the game right now that it's really bad. Like really bad. The last 2 cypher machines are very close towards Embalmer. So what does this mean? This means the Opera Singer's formal elimination rate just went up by 50%. Cause like you're gonna have to understand that First Officer is not gonna be able to contain for long anyways. And even if First Officer did manage to contain for a little bit, you're just gonna be able to see Opera Singer teleport straight towards that Cypher machine, which Gardner is currently running to right now. And we do see where Gardner is. So Gardner is gonna be the forced next chase here immediately. So with that in mind, First Officer trying to get the gate open, well not gate, the Cypher machine open as fast as he can. We do see the Cypher machine shaking currently, but we are missing items. Now for the Survivor side, they could try play the slug strategy, I mean everyone stays on the ground, and someone bleeds out and dies and takes the dungeon. But even with that on mind right now, the biggest issue really is the fact that Gardner is going to be needing to self-pick herself up regardless of what happens. Preferably speaking, the faster the better. But she also can't touch any Cypher machines because of that teleport. So for Opera Singer side, it's a guaranteed formal elimination, which is a little bit unfortunate. I don't know why they decide to not ban Opera Singer here. Not banning Opera Singer, I think, was the biggest mistake, honestly. First Officer not being able to get that hit, but that's also fine. You're going to be able to Shadow Leap once again anyways. So, on First Officer's side, what can we do? And Bomber should have rotated away from his Cypher machine, not stayed near his 50% Cypher machine. If he rotated away, I think it could have led towards a better, you know, choice. But First Officer is going to be going down here immediately. Seems like for Gardner, she's going to be slugging herself. We're going to fast forward here just a little bit to see how it goes. Seems like we don't see where Gardner is, thankfully. But are they going to be able to... I don't know. But Gardner's still on the ground. Gardner is still on the ground. They don't want First Officer to... Yeah, they basically just don't want First Officer to heal. They just don't want First Officer to heal. That's basically the gist of it right now. So we're going to be chasing after First Officer here for quite a bit of time. We're going to pull First Officer away from dungeon. First Officer goes down here once again. And when Gardner bleeds out, Gardner basically just bleeds out in a nutshell. But I guess in this case scenario as well, it's probably... Well, Gardner will probably self-heal. She'll self-heal around 99. That's what she will do. She'll self-heal at 99. And for Opera Singer, she's still trying to look for the Gardner. I guess we could just look for all nearby locations, but First Officer is currently healed at 55%. Gardner is a little bit farther away from everything else, but I guess we're gonna fast forward here once again. We do know that First Officer used up self heal. Gardner also used up self heal. So what are we doing? We're playing mind games. First Officer goes down. Gardner is trying to buy as much time here as possible, but Gardner goes anyways. So that's going to be a formal elimination. Let's congratulate the formal elimination here for Anne. Moving on towards Game 3.